Meta shut down Twisted Pixel games,
Yes.
which they made Deadpool VR.
Yep.
Sanzaru Games, Asgard's Wrath, which was really confusing, and Armature Studio, the studio that brought us the Resident Evil 4 VR. However, there's also some exciting VR things on the horizon, like the Steam Frame. How do we feel about the prospects of VR in 2026? You and I are on two opposite sides, maybe, possibly.
What's your side?
Well, as in,
I
like,
haven't told you my side.
well, as in, I mean, our relationship with VR,
Yes. Is that VR is very difficult for me. I get exceedingly motion sick.
which I used to.
I got motion sick watching you even just walk around in it yesterday.
Yeah, we were doing a VR thing,
Yeah.
and it wasn't good for us or you to watch.
Yep.
Thing is, though, I'm someone
Hello.
who did not have their VR legs, but now I do.
Yeah.
After training myself to do so.
Yeah.
I also want to make it clear that I was someone who doesn't believe that people need to enjoy, like, don't need the full motion VR thing in order to enjoy VR. Me getting my VR legs was an experiment, but a successful experiment. But at the end of that experiment, I ultimately said, this didn't make anything better for me. It just made the experience a little different.
Yeah.
But not in such a way that would have changed my views of VR in the first place.
The thing
Anyways,
is, because I think VR is so cool. I will never forget the first time I tried the Vive headset at Gamescom, doing the big whale underwater demo. I'll never forget that feeling. And like that was my first experience of it, and it was really good.
Yeah.
However, I'm at the stage where I've had so many bad experiences in VR, in particular, something about Source Engine. Source Engine, even just not in VR, makes me really sick. Anything that requires me to move around. Beat Saber, totally fine.
it's
Batman. Oh my.
Well, isn't that game like full motion, right? You have to move
So
around
anything
and
like
do all
full
that
motion,
jazz.
I just can't do. So
Anything where you're in control of your environment, like the control of your actual movement, and the area is not moving,
yes.
right? Yeah.
So what was this question? It was, how do you feel about the prospects of VR in 2026?
So I have a thing, if I may.
Please.
I actually feel really good about VR in 2026. I want to start and preface this because it sucks that these studios are shut down.
Yes.
There's no being around that bush.
If I said to you, Meta is the worst thing to happen to VR?
That is true.
Yes. Okay. Good. That's also
but this
fine.
is the thing. This is where I feel like I wish I could articulate this better. I think in ways, Meta is the best and worst thing that happened. The worst, definitely more so than the best. But the thing that I do think Meta did well was at least getting it in people's households and got it in a way that got it in a form that was far more accessible and easy to digest than having a PC and setting this whole thing up or another console or another tower, all these sensors and all that jazz. But Meta absolutely, the biggest problem that VR has had to deal with, and Jean-Luc Seipke made an excellent video about this on our GameSpot channel if you want to watch it. This is specifically their perspective is tied towards the Resident Evil games as kind of being like the backbone of this whole thing. The biggest problem with VR is that every company has a chokehold on a corner of it, which makes it so inaccessible because you don't know where to point someone to get the best experience other than, well, in order to have the best VR experience, you got to have a MetaQuest to play Resident Evil 4 VR, but you can't play any of the other Resident Evil VR games. You have to have that on PlayStation VR.
You have to have
That's
PlayStation for
exclusive
that.
to that.
Beat Saber is a killer app.
Yep.
But you have to have it on PC because otherwise you're just playing the Billie Eilish song pack or
Yeah,
some stuff. You
yeah.
want some actual good stuff, you got to go on PC. If you want, I don't know, like the best Half-Life Alyx experience,
You gotta get a PC. And you got when you get a PC, what does that mean? What headset do you buy? Do you buy the Valve Index? Probably not. You can buy the MetaQuest and then do a PC link. Basically, what the whole point is, the worst thing that happened to VR are the companies themselves putting a chokehold on trying to control VR.
Yeah.
And seeing this happen sucks because those games are good. I'm not going to talk about Deadpool VR. I'm not speaking for that one, but I am talking for Asgard's Wrath and Resident Evil 4 VR.
Asgard's Wrath, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10
on IGN.com.
On IGN. And Resident Evil 4 VR, 9 out of 10 from GameSpot.com from yours truly. So I don't think VR is dead because it hasn't died yet. We still are getting VR stuff. Once MetaQuest, once these studios are closed and the Steam Frame, I'm sorry, comes out, I think the Steam Frame is going to be the thing
I hope so.
that will at least open the gates the way MetaQuest did to your library of games, your Steam library of games, and actually give people the opportunity to play a game like Half-Life Alyx, GameSpot's Game of the Year 2020. Isn't that wacky?
Isn't that incredible? 5 years ago.
I know.
6 years ago. Shit.
And you don't need a PC in order to use the Steam Frame.
Yeah.
It all operates within the headset.
Very smart.
Anyways, I'm still weirdly very optimistic for VR.
Yeah. I think the things that will be the not even make or break for VR, but it is strange and unusual times, economic headwinds.
Oh yeah.
VR has
Prices.
always been
A luxury.
and in a luxury pastime, even within the niche of, I would say, gaming is a luxury pastime. So, there will always going to be that subset of people who want to experience more new things in VR. There will always be people making things in VR for VR. But I just don't think we're going to have that gold rush of excitement that we did around 2012, 14. When all of
I
this
think
was
the only
kicking off.
thing we could do at this point is just loosen up, loosen the grip, allow these things to actually be able to exist. Like the fact that Resident Evil 4 VR,
God, that was a good. I mean, even I played some of that, and I was like, just lobbing grenades.
but even Resident Evil 4 Remake VR can only be played on the PS5, PSVR 2. So I haven't even played it. It's ridiculous. It's so silly. It's so stupid that it exists, but not on PC, only for PSVR 2. And then I will say one of the reasons,
Mr. Zuckerberg,
Yeah.
tear down these walls.
I know.
Or Mr. Newell. Who
knows?
else is in
I
charge
don't know,
of
man.
VR now?
I'll end my whole rant with there's one game that I actually gives me hope. Because
Wait, let me see if I can guess it.
it came out 2025.
Batman. No. A VR game that came out in 2025.
Yeah.
Was it that golf game?
Oh, I love that golf game. No, it's the fact that a story-driven and art-driven single-player VR experience that was also playable flat, as in you could play it on a normal screen with a controller, won not only Best VR Game at Game Awards, but won Best Steam VR Game, and that is The Midnight Walk. It did.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I didn't
whatever.
play
It's like, what I'm trying to say is I was very surprised that to me was an unusual VR experience, like in a way that like I wouldn't have imagined a single player sort of story driven game like that sweep up at both in the world of Steam and the Game Awards and be a
that.
VR game. Look at that. And you know what? If we get another one of those and people are going to be able to get their Steam frame and stuff. So I don't know.
Plug me in to the frame.
To Lawnmower Man.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. That being said, to those who lost their jobs, that sucks. You're too
sorry.
damn talented. You're too damn good at what you do, and I hope I only can hope that there'll be places for you to do cool VR games if that's the thing you want to do. I don't know.
Yeah. That was a clip from this week's episode of Kurt and Lucy Got You Covered. Don't know why I'm taking this very slow, very newsy. But we hope you enjoyed it and hope you want to watch the full thing.
That's right, Lucy James. Thank you for watching this clip. And if you want to email us something that we'll read on the show, you can do it at GotYouCovered@Gamespot.com. You've been Kurt. I'm Kurt. That's Lucy. Okay.
And I'm Lucy. Over to John Luke with the weather.
Raining.